Hello, YouTube. We are back for another 2 episodes of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I am excited to say that I've also started watching Death Note. So, episode 1 is now up. It went up on Saturday, if you're curious to see how I enjoyed Death Note for the first time. Last week with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, we had a very intense couple of episodes, and we left off with a pretty big cliffhanger. Ed ran into his father, and I'm very worried as to what's going to happen there. We also had a big fight between Mustang and Lust. Lust was a very formidable foe, but Mustang ended up taking her down. I don't fully believe that she's gone forever, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, let's hop in to episodes 20 and 21.
Hello, Edward.
We're getting right into it.
You appear to have grown some. You ran away, and you know it.
He's so evil.
You make me sick to my stomach.
Tell him, Ed.
Exactly like I was when I was his age.
Yeah, I knew he was awake.
You haven't changed.
Dogs
in the
can always
slightest.
tell.
All these years. And you look exactly the same.
Are you positive that it was Trisha?
Huh?
Did you notice the eye color or the hair color?
What are you trying to get at? Are you telling me that that wasn't even Trisha?
What did they
For
do?
all that those boys sacrificed, you're saying that thing they created wasn't even their mother?
You and Brother always gotta be the first to explode. I never get the chance to be the one to get mad.
Well, there was that one time.
You're the one who tossed his body aside and put him in that armor, aren't you, Alchemist?
That's his leg and arm.
It's true. You and I are exactly the same. Accept it, Edward. We make monsters.
Edward, why did you leave me here like this?
Terrible dream.
You're not really gonna dig it up, are you, Ed?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like his body is literally projecting what happened. It's the hair.
Ready? Mom's hair was a light chestnut color. This is black.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid this isn't your mother, Ed.
So who was it?
From the moment I made this thing, it's been a symbol of my despair. Not anymore. Now it's an emblem of hope. Al can be returned to normal.
Why did he come to that conclusion?
It has to do with when you tried to transmute your baby.
What about it, Ed?
The thing is, what Al and I transmuted, it wasn't actually our mother.
What is this, Ed? What are you trying to tell me?
I'm sorry to ask you this, but the child you transmuted, are you sure that it was your child that you brought back?
So what did they do then?
Ah! What's wrong with me? I can't believe I forgot to give him the message.
A message?
Yes. A last request from your mother.
I'll be gone when he returns. Can you tell him something? I need him to know I couldn't keep my promise. I died before he did. And I'm so sorry.
Promise? What promise?
You got me. Sorry to ask, but could you pass it on if you bump into him?
What the hell are you doing here?
Eating a delicious dinner? I found out that the thing we buried wasn't really our mother.
You gonna tell him that he saw their dad?
But if it wasn't, then what happened to me?
That's just it. This has actually convinced me we can return you to normal.
Ed, are you sure?
Yeah, but before I start explaining how... Well,
Please do.
Henry, do you remember when Al and I got in a fight when we were kids about who'd marry you?
Huh? The fight we were talking about on the roof?
Yeah, that one. Al told me you turned him down.
Turned you both down.
Whatever. So the question's for both of you then. What was your reasoning?
She said...
I just don't like men who are shorter than me.
Al had a memory of something I don't recall. And you seem to clearly remember it the same way, Winry. Which means that it happened without a doubt. So now that we know you remembered something real, then we also know for a fact that really is Al bonded in there.
Mm-hmm.
If I was able to pull that much of you out, then I've got a hunch that your body's still in there and I can pull it out.
I reached out. And it was me. It was my hand I grabbed.
I knew it. Doesn't look like we're done with the truth yet, Al. We're gonna get in there and pull your body out.
Holy shit.
You're onto something, aren't you?
Yes. I've come to the conclusion that death is permanent.
Thank you.
Because it gave her closure.
I thought I was the one who killed Mom a second time.
And so did I, Mel.
Thanks, brother.
Jeez.
Thank you.
Our child wasn't made to suffer twice because of me.
I felt like it was my fault when I found out he was dead. And I told myself
Why?
that if it meant other people getting hurt, then I don't even want my body back. Brother, I've met other people who weren't exactly human, but they still managed to live their lives with a purpose. And even in this body, it hasn't stopped other people from treating me like I'm still human. This body could reject me anytime, but it's the same with being human. You never know when you might get sick or die in an accident. So I can still get by like this. I can live a somewhat normal life, and that's how I've managed to keep going. But now, I can't take it anymore.
Can't take what?
Because I can't take all the nights by myself. It's too lonely, and that's...
Can't sleep.
We'll knock that truth jerk on his butt, and then we're gonna pull your body right out of that place!
They need like a better plan than that, I feel like.
That's weird. Have his
What?
shoulders always been so broad?
Oh. Oh. Oh! Winry is getting the hots for Ed. Yeah. Okay, okay. I'm still crossing my fingers for Winry and Panina, even if that's like a stepping stone. You know, maybe Ed's the end game, but you gotta feel things out along the way. You know what I'm saying? Again, I feel like we're kind of going back and forth between lore heavy episode and then like action intense episode. And again, I feel like this was very lore heavy. They found out a lot. I do not trust Hohenheim in the slightest. But now I'm curious what his motives are, and I'm starting to get maybe the impression that perhaps this whole journey is to bring his wife back. That whole promise that she made, that she promised she would die after him. I'm assuming him is Hohenheim. That's what I'm assuming. I could be wrong. He obviously found some way to extend his life because he's been alive for I can't remember what it was, but it was over 100 years, right? So maybe he was trying to find a way to do the same with her, and then she got sick, and then she died. And now maybe he's trying to find a way to bring her back, and now maybe he's thinking he needs Philosopher's Stone, a true one, and he needs to sacrifice multiple human lives. And he's going to use Ed and Al for that, which is fucked up. But he's doing it out of love, kind of thing, to justify it. That's my thought right now. We'll see how things go. I'm excited to hop into episode 21, so let's heckin' do it.
You're an idiot! It's bad enough you believed her, but then you gave up?
Please, forgive me, Colonel.
You've got to stay strong, and don't you ever give up on living. I need to know you can keep your cool no matter what happens.
Sir.
I'm gonna continue to rely on you to watch my back. Don't let me down.
You ought to think about taking your own advice, Colonel. Since you were the one who abandoned
True.
this post.
Hey, shut up, Havoc! Oh! And what the hell? Why are we even in the same room? At my rank, I should have my own room. Hot nurse.
Try to understand, sir.
What the hot nurse?
It's easier to guard the two of you in the same place.
Which reminds me, why haven't they tried to kill us yet?
What's wrong with you? How could you let that bastard go after what he did? You should have yanked his spine out of his mouth!
Lust. He killed Lust.
It's not too late to kill him, so get to it!
We can use Mustang. He's worthless if we kill him, however.
Use him? Hold on, you mean the portal?
You don't need to worry about it. And forget Mustang. Father wants me to handle him.
Ooh. This isn't good.
Now, this is just a hypothesis, but I was thinking about the transmutation and trying to retrace our process. You remember how we mixed our blood to create a blueprint for Mom's soul?
Yeah.
Well, right after that, we passed through the portal, where we were both deconstructed. It's a slim chance, but I think it's possible our spirits might have gotten tangled up in the process.
What?
What are you saying?
I'm trying to explain that our bodies might be connected somehow, even though I'm here and your body is over there. See, that might actually explain why I'm so shook.
I thought the show froze for a second.
Reality.
So, you think you've been supplying all the nutrients for Al's body, too? That seems a little far-fetched.
Well, what's your explanation?
You don't grow because you refuse to drink your milk.
Don't start with that again.
Well,
It seems like Brother is always sleeping. I wonder if his body could be resting from mine as well.
That's interesting. It's an interesting theory.
This could be bigger than I ever dreamed.
I'm starting to worry that it's too big.
All the more reason to pursue it. So, I hope you're ready to work yourselves ragged.
Yeah, about that, Colonel. I think you're gonna have to count me out. Your work requires legs, and I can't feel mine. I hate to say it, but I'm retired.
Oh my god. Poor Jean.
Colonel. There's still hope for Havoc. Fullmetal passed this on to me.
Dr. Marco, huh? A medical alchemist in possession of a Philosopher's Stone?
Oh.
Should I find him?
But Lust
Permission
visited
granted.
him.
Get going.
Last we saw of him, Lust was there with him.
It's an urgent bulletin for all state alchemists.
Good heavens.
Did you find the basement?
There wasn't one. But I did find a trace of some hasty alchemy. It was stupid of us to think that they wouldn't seal up the entrance. They're looking for alchemists that managed to open the portal and make it back out alive.
Oh.
But the real question is why they want to sacrifice us. So, we'll have to beat an answer out of them.
It has been verified that Scar has returned to Central. 3 casualties have been reported. All confirmed as state alchemists. According to eyewitness reports, he is described as an Ishvalan with an X-shaped scar on his forehead. Other identifiable markings include a tattoo on his right arm.
A tattoo? It was him.
But didn't Scar get a tattoo for his brother? Like it might have been Scar's brother.
We're gonna lure out the homunculi. They need us alive for their sacrifice, don't they? So I doubt they'll be willing to just stand by while Scar kills us.
What happens if the homunculi do show up? How are you gonna catch one? They're super strong and they pretty much can't die.
Can't die? Was that hyperbole?
Or are they actually immortal?
Why don't we lock the windows?
Count us in. We'd love to help you guys.
Why is that?
I can't say I care about the military stuff, but it sounds like these homunculi are just what we've been looking for. This could be what rescues my clan.
Can we trust Ling, though?
Just promise you won't do anything too dangerous.
Well, can't really make that promise now, can we?
I could use your help with something.
Okay, then they have him.
I don't know for certain if your wounds are inoperable.
I'm not dumb enough to think I have a chance. I'm useless.
You're wrong.
Look, don't try and tell me you need a pawn that can't move. And don't you look at me like that. Forget about me. Move on already. You don't have time to worry about me. You need to think about the promise you made to General Hughes instead of pitying
Lieutenant
me.
Havoc!
Just let me get on with my life. I beg you.
All right. You're cut loose. I'll leave you behind so you can catch up. I've got to keep moving, but I'll see you at the top.
He doesn't give up. He didn't even think about turning his back on me, and I had given up on living. It's not in him to abandon others. He refuses to.
He's a fool. He's not gonna make it to the top. This country will chew him up if he keeps on acting this soft.
Well, I don't know about that. This country needs a fool like that, man.
Looks like you could use some help! It's a good thing I happened by. Edward Elric, State Alchemist at Large!
Oh. He's trying to get attention, right? Oh.
Don't forget, I'm Edward Elric!
I'm here! I am announcing that I am right here.
I'm sure you've heard that Scar's back. So what's with the showboating? Do you want him to find you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want. I need to fight him, and you can't talk me out of it.
Have you lost your mind? Did you forget the way he tore you apart in East City?
Ooh, sounds like the Colonel's scared of Big Bad Scar. I'm not surprised considering how useless you were against him.
That wasn't my fault. It was raining that day.
Was it raining when you got beat up and sent to the hospital? You're still useless.
Shut your mouth, woman.
Uh-oh.
I guess he got your invite.
You okay? You'd think it was raining the way your forehead's dripping.
The MPs might get here before the homunculi.
But you can stop that from happening, can't you, Colonel?
This is risky.
Attention. This is Sector 3 Patrol. We're under attack from Scar. Request immediate backup. What? No! No! No!
The voice, oh my god.
All right, on to Sector 17. This is pretty fun. Come in. Come in.
But that can't be.
We have reports of a fourth Scar. This is Sector 3. All streets are clear.
Sector 8 requesting backup. Currently engaged with Scar.
Is this how they find out Bradley's a homunculi? Oh, they got Gluttony too!
Eat him, right?
That's a strange presence. You could feel it too, right?
Yes.
They can sense homunculi?
I smell him. Time to eat.
Hi! How's it going? That is one pretty unusual body you've got there. Just how many people are inside you?
So, you're able to detect his presence, are you?
Oh, shit.
Well, that's quite the nuisance. Let's take care of it.
How do they do that?
Lotvan! Run! No, Lotvan!
Wait, no! No, I have to wait! The audacity of this show. I think that was the first episode to make me cry. Havoc and Mustang's conversation is what did it. Which is slightly surprising to me. I've gotten like emotional before, but that one like actually made me well up. That was really good. That was a really good episode. I am mad at that cliffhanger, let me tell you. Are they gonna pull this off? I doubt it. Not with Bradley. Not with Bradley there. If it was just Gluttony, maybe, but not with Bradley there. I feel like Bradley's probably going to turn the tables somehow, and he's going to attempt to use Mustang for something. I don't know what, but I feel like that's going to start coming into play after this. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. That was a really, really, really good episode. I think they're going to find a way to heal Jean. They must. They also have people who practice alchemy, which is using alchemy for healing specifically, now coming into play. Like I feel like they're gonna figure that part out for sure. But still, very emotional. Really good couple of episodes. Thank you so much for watching with me. I very much appreciate it. Next week, we will be back with episodes 22 and 23. I'm very much looking forward to that. Also, this Friday, I will be dropping episode 2 of Death Note, so feel free to tune in with that as well in the meantime. Special thank you to my patrons. We've had quite a few new friends joining recently, and I very, very much appreciate that. You are also more than welcome to join my Patreon for early access to episodes, as well as full episode reactions exclusively available on Patreon. I'm also all over the internet, so feel free to follow me elsewhere. I will post the link to all of my socials in the description of this video. And of course, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to continue watching this series with me. Have a good one, y'all.